Opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Welcome to Trento Vision, where bad ideas get pulverized and the truth will set you free. Trento Vision is hosted by Tom Trento. Tom can be reached at 561-319-5533 or Tom at trentovision.tv. Listen and watch every weekday from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1470 WNN and trentovision.tv. Now, let's get a peek at Tom's view of the world. Here's Tom Trento.
Yes, welcome to the show, folks. If I were you, I would make a special effort to listen, watch this complete show, all 3 hours. It's Friday, the 28th of December, and we have an extremely unique and somewhat controversial show for you today. And our show consists of Hour 1, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 3 hours. You see, for the past couple of days, we've been dealing with a look back into the origins of the United States of America, in particular, the Revolutionary War. In more particular fashion, we looked on the 26th of December, 2 days ago, at the very famous crossing of the Delaware by then General George Washington, 236 years to the day, 2 days ago, where General George Washington crossed the Delaware in an effort to give a last-ditch effort to maintain the effort to keep the United States or the United Colonies alive and in a position to develop into what we now know as the United States of America. And we looked very deeply at that. Paine's Common Sense pamphlet, the one entitled The American Crisis, written on December 23rd, 1776. And when you look at that information, as we did, and you can go back on the archive Trento Vision site and look at these shows, and you see the level of commitment that these young militia farmers and shopkeepers and doctors and lawyers had, holding their muskets, going against the regular army of the British Empire, in fact, the special operators, the Hessians. You saw the unbelievable toll it took upon lives of those whose blood paved the way for the freedoms we so joyfully experience on this day, 28 December 2012. That got us thinking. And the next day, yesterday, we dove into the Declaration of Independence, and we went through the language, the phraseology, the concepts, the philosophy, the thought of those 56 men who signed that document, indeed giving up their lives, their honor, their fortunes. And we thought, where does this lead us now, the end of 2012 into 2013? And we said, in particular, regarding our work on national security, our work on foreign policy, the United West, Trento Vision, we and this is no secret, we've been working on this for many years, we view the threat of Islamic Jihad as the primary threat to the West, indeed to the Middle East, and in particular to the United States of America. So we asked the question, against the background of the rich, bloody history of the founding of this country, we asked the question, is Islam compatible with Western civilization? That's the essence of the show today. Now we have some experts coming on to deconstruct that question. And the question is offensive on its face to some. Is Islam compatible with the United States. What is the United States? It's certainly a group of people, but people who have agreed to a particular contract, and that contract can be identified tangibly in the form of a constitution. That is who we are. That document, that piece of paper, our rights, our freedoms, our privileges, our responsibilities, our obligations, our laws flow from that document. Again, we ask today the question, is Islam compatible with the United States Constitution? And if you ever have done what we do and ask that question all over the United States, you will get the answer that is typically said, of course it's compatible. In fact, of all nations, the United States has a woman standing in the harbor, reaching out to the huddled masses and to those yearning for freedom, trying to escape the oppression of other places. But today we ask it on not only a anecdotal level, we ask it on a philosophical level, we ask it on a practical level, we ask it on a policy level, we ask it on a legal level. Is Islam, and you notice I haven't modified Islam to Sharia Islam, to moderate Islam, to Islamism, a term I have no idea what that term means, and some of the best counter-jihad academics and warriors in the country use the term Islamism. We'll get into that. But as we enter 2013, and as we enter 2013 looking at the bloody river, the river of blood flowing in the Middle East and Egypt, in the Gaza Strip, in Syria, in Saudi Arabia, and other Islamic nations, we want to know factually, we want to know intellectually, we want to know analytically, not emotionally, not in a politically correct fashion. We want to know, is this thing, this system, Islam, qua Islam, compatible with Western civilization, the doctrines and principles, and more specifically, with the 330 million people who live here in the United States of America? The show may have some controversy to it. We're not foreign to controversy by any means. In fact, we welcome controversy because it's in that cauldron of complex thought and difficult situations that free thinkers, people not afraid to have the truth lead them to a conclusion, unlike this administration. We believe that approaching and addressing these questions, not in a hateful or vengeful manner, but in a serious academic manner, geared even for our wonderful radio and TV audience. We believe this is an exercise of significant proportion that can assist all of us in forming a belief system and public policy that deals with the answer to the question, is Islam compatible with Western civilization and specifically with the United States of America? And if we don't like where the data takes us, if we don't like where the facts take us, if we don't like where the information takes us, and that's a different issue than the proper analysis and understanding of a very serious topic. So you can join with us today as we explore this question, is Islam compatible with Western civilization? Because the United West, our sister organization, and here on TrentoVision.tv, in 2013, we're going to launch an academic educational program that will be based upon the answer to that question. And one of the doctrines, or one of the areas that will be seriously considered and debated within 30 days, will be whether or not states in the United States of America should write state laws banning foreign laws from being applied, yes, Islamic foreign laws, from being applied in any way, shape, or form in each state. So, buckle up, folks, and if you are interested in this subject matter, and I think all sentient beings are to some degree, most are fearful of addressing the issue because we've seen when you address in a head-to-head manner Islam, people die and things get blown up. Well, that's the reason why we address this, because we don't believe in a civilized world that where there's disagreement or rejection or opposition, that people ought to kill and blow things up. So if you like what we do, we need your help. We need your support. We ask for your financial support. It takes money to put this circus on every day, let me tell you. And we're looking for a team of folks out there to donate monthly $18. If you'd seriously consider that, take a look at the show. Take a look at our archive shows. Go to theunitedwest.org, our website. Look at the work we do. Look at the position we put ourselves in, the tip of the spear, fighting very, very difficult battles. Some battles that we result in threats of sorts from all kinds of different people. But that's the life we've chosen, or the life we've been called to do. And we'll do it. We'll put ourselves out in front, but we need a team of people behind us. So if you're in a position to help out financially, we'd ask you to go to TrentoVision.tv, donate securely, help us out, because somebody's got to say this stuff, and somebody's got to say it with a force and an analytical truthfulness that we do. And we guarantee you that we operate in that construct. So thank you, Tom Trento, welcoming our viewers and listeners on a kind of a cloudy Florida day, not quite a Chamber of Commerce day, but compared to 64% of the country that has snow and ice, it's certainly a Chamber of Commerce day. So come on down to Florida, drink the orange juice, enjoy life down here, and visit us in the studio. That's a good thing. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hi, CJ. We can bring CJ in and disembodied Mark. Though, Mark, you get embodied at times now.
Yes.
Either by design, sitting over there, or by default, walking by the camera in a...
Yeah, I float like a butterfly.
Yes. And stumble like a elephant. But that's beside the point.
I think we should show the audience your workspace.
Yeah, my work hall.
Yes. It's wires and gadgets.
Wires,
Yeah,
gadgets, and
that?
computers and books.
We probably should do a whole show on
We should do it, yeah.
workspace at some point. I think that would be good.
I'm reduced to the floor.
You're reduced to the floor. We have a towel from my home covering some of the stuff so we don't knock it all over.
With a pirate logo.
That wouldn't be with a pirate logo on
Rusty
it.
Hardee's. Tread carefully.
And we have Invisible Mike over here. We might as well get right to the weather, too. It's 76 degrees inside the Beasley Broadcasting 100th floor tower, spacious penthouse studio that we're
right
in.
below Donald Trump's office,
Yes.
right?
And it's 4 days since Joe's birthday. Should we sing happy birthday 4 days later? No, we'll just say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yes. Carrying it on for the whole
Happy
week.
birthday week.
We'll never forget Joe's birthday, huh?
That's right.
It's close to Jesus' birthday. They both start with a J.
Yeah.
How about
and my
that?
parents were married on Christmas Eve.
Oh, there you go.
So,
I think they should party together with Joe. That would be a fun event.
Yeah.
So what do you have for weather outside?
Well, what
the
I
weather
have
outside
is, what I have is cloudy in downtown Boca Raton, Florida. Chance of rain and 77 degrees.
Oh, so that old 77 degrees again.
Yep.
And Mike, you want to hit us with the traffic and your little...
Traffic's still good.
how's your graphic?
Oh,
Come on!
I'm
leading
still
in.
setting up.
he's-
I'm still setting up the
he's
rest of the
setting
show.
up
Okay.
all his-
Well,
he's
you have to
doing
get
his
here
thing.
earlier, Invisible Mike.
Well, no, you jumped in with the weather and
a little
and
early on
traffic
that.
A little early
You got to stay
today.
with me.
Yeah.
Well, Mort puts all this
Wake
time.
up! Wake up!
Mozart puts all this time into these graphics. And tell everybody about a little contest we're going to have after the first of the year.
Okay, there we
it
go.
is. There it is. There's
There we
Mike's
go.
traffic graphic.
Yeah, that is great.
That is very good.
And what we're going to do at the beginning of the year is we're having a contest for our listeners and viewers
Yes.
to submit their ideas to have our resident artist and editorialist in training, Mort Cuff, design Mozart, design his very own cartoon of your idea. So if you have an idea like going over the fiscal cliff or the American Revolution or whatever it may be, Send your idea, and you will get your very own personalized, signed, autographed cartoons special for you as the winner of the contest, which we will judge, and we, as the judges, will accept bribes, I should say. And
Of sufficient.
What was the traffic? I didn't catch the traffic.
He said there is traffic. No, he covered the traffic.
he covered it.
Said there is
and
traffic.
He showed the art.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and right now we have up on the screen a very good. There's your idea right there.
There's your promo
yeah,
for
there's
the
your
for
promo
the contest.
For the contest, yeah.
And Mike, get ready with Mort's. I think we're going to run into Sharia a little bit today on this show.
Yeah.
And Mort has quite a bit of caricatures
Sharia
about
art,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a Sharia expert.
And that also that Statue of Liberty one, if you want to bring that one, have that one on deck. That was a good one too.
And
They're all good, actually.
They're
Yeah,
all
they are,
good.
Yeah.
And a little bit about the show, a little context for the new viewers or listeners tuning in. We are on every day, daily, weekdays, every weekday, 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock on WNN 1470. That means that if you're driving in an automobile and you're hitting all the buttons, we're down on the right-hand side, almost to the end. But the signal's great, 50,000 watts of blistering digital sensual excitement going from North Miami, and if you drive properly all the way to Kissimmee, Florida. Kissimmee, Florida is actually in Osceola County, and Disney World, for all you zillions of people there, is partially in Osceola County and partially in Orange County, and they fight the two counties over Disney. That's another show for another day. But we have our good friends Brian Craig and Steve Kane on every morning, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. You got to watch them. They're an excellent source of controversial information delivered with a fist. They will whack you over the head with the facts and the truth, and they slice and dice liberals from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and those liberal people keep calling back. It's like the guy who's I did a little boxing in my life, and you always got in the gym the guy that just spars at everybody. He's all punch drunk and whatever. It's the folks that call the show, not all of them, but many of them were like, all right, today, Steve, I'm going to you're an idiot. Yeah.
Okay, why do you guys think that no liberals call our show?
Well, they call their show. I don't know.
Why don't they call you?
We're a little more
Are they
intimidating.
afraid of you?
Well, no, Steve is the master of slicing and dicing.
Destroying people, yeah.
And Brian's very good.
We don't
Brian's
destroy
Well,
him.
maybe
We don't
they're
destroy him.
masochists.
We love him. We love him to death.
Yeah, we cuddle the liberals.
Yeah, we
so
love you to
maybe that's why they don't call, because they really want to get beat up.
We use the scalpel. We use the scalpel, and we slice and take their heart out and show it to them, and then they go, "Oh my God,
that's
Oh
my
my
just
gosh!
happened."
What was that movie with like one of the Silence of the Lambs movies?
Oh yeah. Oh, don't even
yeah.
go there. Don't even go there.
Do you
I
remember that
cannot watch.
scene?
I cannot watch that. I cannot watch.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
You do a good.
I did our little.
Do it again.
Get the lambs.
I did our little weather thing, and I'm getting pictures from Buffalo, New York. One of the listeners in Buffalo, New York, sending me a zillion snow pictures. You can probably see them. I don't want to show them.
Okay.
It's snowing in Buffalo right now.
When is it not snowing in Buffalo?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's a crazy place.
That's why they're in bars all day.
That's right. Seriously, that's the reason.
It
Yeah,
is.
It is.
That's where the wings came from, right? The buffalo
yeah.
wings
And
all
pineapple bombers.
that. And we should tell you that if you are driving in a car and you want to continue listening when you get out of your automobile and you go to wherever you're going, you can do that. How can they do that, Mark?
They can download iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Onto their smartphone.
Onto their dumb phones.
Yep.
And do a little search for WNN. That's win with two N's without the I. And you'll be able to pick it up. WNN.
WNN.
And we're there 3
And
to 6 every day in
so-
crystal quality
gonna
digital
try some.
audio.
I'm going to try some. All right. There you go. I'm playing it right now, and we're on a delay.
You're gonna need. What? No, Tom, turn that off. Turn that off.
We're on a delay. Why?
Because what happens, It's like looking in a mirror. It comes back.
It's
So
good. I was
stop
doing
it.
it on purpose. That's what it looks like with no voice. It's
Yeah.
very simple.
Yeah.
And see how quickly it booted up? You need to do that, and you need to carry this around with you with these things in your ear 3 to 6 every day. But if you miss that, it's okay. Because unlike any other radio program where you
get more
can't listen to it.
chances.
Yes. You can go home. You can tell your family, get the heck out of my way. You can grab your laptop, go to TrentoVision.tv and watch the archived shows. And there's a little annotation about each show so you know what you're watching. But you know what? You can dive in anywhere. And the swim is wonderful, isn't it? It's a wonderful swim. Well, we have a good time anyway. What's
Yeah, we
this
do.
thing about? Oh, more snow pictures coming. All right, forget about the snow
Okay,
pictures.
forget
I
about the
believe
snow
it's I believe
pictures.
it's
Just
snowing up there.
Send money.
Okay. Yes. Do that too.
Yeah, let's see it raining
Yeah,
green
send me- yes,
instead
send that,
of
right.
snowing.
And if you're prone to donating, as I said earlier, that's fine. We can use your help. If you would like us to advertise your product, guess what? We do that too.
Yep.
And well, our first product is Peter Feynman.
Yay.
And I got a call from somebody this morning that
Yeah.
heard about all this stuff and said, "Can you contact Peter for me? I'm going to have a friend contact Peter." I said, "Sure, no problem." So we put that together.
Splendid.
Yeah, and Peter Feynman, Feynman Law, Feaman, FeynmanLaw.com. Peter's a good friend. What else? You guys tell him.
He's
what it's
actually going to
about.
be hosting the show here.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
you need
Yes,
to.
he
You need to.
is.
Yeah, on next Friday.
He's going to have to do commercials about
Is it next
me.
Friday?
Himself.
If we're doing about him, when I'm not here, he has to do it about us.
Yeah,
right?
he's gonna take over the excellence in broadcasting mic from you.
No, that's the other guy. That's he's already coined all of that.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
his name? Slow Limbaugh. Oh, Rush
Yeah,
Limbaugh.
so-
No, he's a good guy. He's definitely a good guy. Peter Feynman, Feynman Law. He's an author written on the subject matter today, Islamic Jihad, the coming nightmare, the next nightmare. Why do I keep calling
Next
it?
nightmare.
The next nightmare. And I
Well,
have
it's actually it's the coming
soon,
nightmare,
next nightmare.
the present
Coming soon,
nightmare.
the next nightmare.
and Wake Up America. And
Yeah.
a thesis of the next nightmare is the multicultural, the acceptance of multiculturalism
Yeah.
to such a degree from a national perspective that the nation is no longer the nation. Something that unites over certain philosophical and practical beliefs gets diluted so greatly that you've just got a mishmash and hodgepodge of whatever people want to believe.
How was that
That's
next?
where we're going. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that is now.
The now nightmare.
Well, he wrote it 2 months ago, so it might not be entirely up to date.
Yes.
He wrote it before the election.
Yes, he did. And our subject matter today, but before we get into that, I got a couple little tidbits for you guys here.
Tidbits.
Yeah. Did
This-
you know that, you know what's going on with Bentley Motors over in England?
No, tell me about it.
Bentley Motors, for the past 20 years, has had an individual. His name is Francis Cook. Francis Cook's about 75, 80 years old. And for the past 20 years, Francis Cook has been the chaplain of Bentley Motors.
The chaplain?
The chaplain.
As in religious
As
chaplain?
in a Christian chaplain who is there part-time, and he is an employee. He's paid by Bentley his time that he's there. I think he's there a few days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And for 20 years, he has served the needs. I think they have 4,000 employees. Yeah, 4,000 employees. He has served the needs of people of all faiths. And if a Jewish person would come up to him and share marital problems, he'd share his thought and then lead them if they wanted to go to rabbis. If an atheist, whatever, or Christians, he never has done anything wrong. He's helped thousands of people over 20 years.
He's like a chaplain in the military.
Yeah, he's like that. He's there to provide general guidance and assistance, which makes a lot of sense with businesses, obviously.
Right.
And,
I mean, they have counselors and
sure.
other things at
Yeah.
businesses.
He got fired the other day by Bentley.
How come?
Oh, guess who's buying Bentleys now all over the world, and they don't like this guy being at Bentley.
Really?
Yep.
No way.
Oh.
So they just canned him. Just
The Muslims got him fired. The sheikhs and all the people buying Bentleys did not like the fact that a Christian minister was on staff with Bentley. Pressure was put on Bentley, and Bentley says, "Oh no, we fired him because we don't need him anymore." But the Muslim workers there were Muslim workers there that he never violated anything. He was loving and kind to everybody. But the power of all the Saudis and all the oil sheikhs buying Bentleys put pressure on Bentley to get rid of a Christian minister.
Oh no.
Yep, that happened about 3 days ago.
I'm boycotting Bentley. I'm not buying a Bentley this year. That's
I'm selling mine.
I was so sold on it.
I've got my
and
3 in the
I'm
garage. I'm getting rid of those right now.
Forget it.
I am
Forget
gonna
it.
sell
And that's
my
going to put my
Bentley.
chauffeur out of work too. So I hope you're happy.
But
That's revolting.
does this real life situation that happened just a few days ago have anything to do with our topic today? Is Islam compatible with the West? Well, we shall see.
Yeah.
Let's see. I had a couple other little tidbits here for you guys.
That's awful.
This is a great article by Barry Rubin.
Oh yeah.
Barry Rubin is the Israeli who I think he has American citizenship too. I think he's an Israeli who has a blog, writes extensively for 30 years about Middle East, Israel relations, and he's one of the clearest writers out there.
Yeah.
He wrote an article entitled in his blog. You can go to barryrubin.com. The Useful Myth That Obama Now Likes Israel. And he goes through the facts, not the talking points of the White House, but he goes through the facts to show that, look, if everybody wants to believe the myth that Obama now likes Israel, fine. And, Barry views President Obama as a pro-Arab, pro-Islam president who simply doesn't have time for Israel. And, he's not going to go out of his way to help Israel by any means. And where he has to continue policies that would derail or hurt him as a president, he's going to do minimal amount. Now dig this. Barry makes this point in here, and all of this is in the context of our topic today, is Islam compatible with the West? Barry goes on to make the point that what part of the world idealizes President Obama? I mean, pictures and honor and all of this, they think he's the new savior. They thought in 2008, and they still think that. What part of the world?
Oh, the Muslim world.
Well, yeah, but the part that we were a little surprised at. Europe? The Europeans,
Europe?
Yeah. I was there. I was on Inauguration Day.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
On Inauguration Day 2008, I was in Den Haag, The Hague in the Netherlands, and I was in Paris, walking around, and literally the streets were paved with photographs of President Obama, and every outdoor advertising billboard and stanchion and whatever, and people cheering down the streets and big parties and all of this. Europe loves President Obama. Well, what happened just a few weeks ago in the United Nations where there was a vote of 138 to 9? Remember that little vote?
Yeah, we now have Palestine as a recognized entity in the UN.
Yes. The UN, and did any European countries vote in favor of Palestine receiving almost state status? Of course.
Yeah, almost all of them.
Almost all of them. And friendly states.
Yeah.
Germany, Britain, all these states, friendly states.
Canada did.
So Barry raises the point, if President Obama has such sway and strength and a demeanor that's just powerful and overwhelming with Europeans, why didn't he say something? Why didn't he lobby these guys
do not vote? Yeah.
Well,
No,
why was he so silent? You never heard him call out Europe or do anything.
And where was our Secretary of State?
Yep. And it goes with Barry's thesis.
And our UN ambassador.
Yeah.
It goes with Barry's thesis that the president will only do what he has to do to not derail his presidency to remake America as a neo-socialist country. And he's not going to put his neck out for Israel. He's certainly not going to be there supporting Israel when Israel needs the kind of support that she's going to need in the days ahead.
Tom,
yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
You say Islam. Can you define Islam for me? I mean, we hear a lot of Islam's religion of peace from this group and and Islam is doing this.
Defining Islam, the question of the day. Ain't my problem, okay? That's the folks, this is the roadblock. This is the intellectual roadblock, or the conundrum, if you will. Wow, what are we doing? The crew is laughing, and I don't know why. Oh, here we go.
Look at your screen.
Oh my God. That is great. We're gonna let Invisible Mike tell
us what we're seeing.
Let me set it up. We are laughing, radio audience, folks, because there is something on the screen, and if you have an iPhone with you, you can actually go to trentovision.tv, and you can watch this stuff also. We're really producing a television show and a radio station, so you got to get home, and you got to watch this stuff on your computer. As we're speaking, we each have a job in here. CJ's job is to get the coffee every day. Because
okay, I'm so not coming back on Monday.
Because
she's a woman,
okay.
No, because that's a segue.
No.
That's a segue to our sponsor. Segue to. Now, why would you? There we go.
Coffee.
Tell everybody a little bit about Organogold. It's time for that.
Okay, well, first of all, I am a two-fisted Organogold drinker. And it's this really tasty microbrewed coffee. And you can order it.
Yeah.
That's your spot. That's your spot.
No. I don't want to say too much because I don't know what the
what we're doing yet.
is.
Right, exactly. We got to work it out with
with
the client.
I haven't worked out my kickback deal with the Organogold.
But before the show starts every afternoon, CJ goes, "Who wants coffee? Who wants coffee?" No. She asks me 10 times. You sure you don't want coffee? You got to have this coffee. You got to have this coffee. No, I'm okay. I got my water here.
Yeah, but I count on you not having any coffee. Which
so you
means
have more.
More
okay.
for me.
So CJ gets the coffee.
So I get the coffee, but I'm still not coming back on Monday because you guys are really rotten to me.
No, we need you here. She does much more than that.
Yeah.
We all know that. And Mark, what is your job?
I don't know. I forgot.
Mark's on the floor.
I'm on the floor trying to keep all these wires
He's
straight.
Cover all the wires. Mark provides the.
He has 17 books
hilarity.
open that are highlighted.
He's our
annotated.
research department.
Yeah.
Fact checker.
Mark's our fact checker research department,
Yeah.
and we're all this is an ensemble. Okay, this is like 4 of the finely tuned instruments in a quartet. Playing melodiously together, making. Yeah. Read it. Where is it?
Making radio for your eyes, pictures for your ears, and information for your survival.
There we go. That's Mort's copy.
Mort's copy
about what we do.
I thought it was to make jihad fun.
Make jihad fun.
No, make jihad fun is what you say.
That's the easy one. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. And then we have Invisible Mike over there who runs the computer that puts us on the internet.
You never explained what we were laughing at.
Oh, I'm getting to it. I'm giving everybody a feel for where we're going, and I am
Did the Organogold people call you yet
No,
to
I think
tell
they're out
you?
of town.
Are they out of town?
Yeah, I think they're at a big conference.
Okay.
So Mike over there has a panoply of graphics. He's our CG guy, okay, computer graphics guy, and he will pop something up that we either in pre-production have said, let's use this, and this.
There's no pre-production.
Shh. In cigar
Don't
production.
give it away.
Or in a moment of inspiration, he will find something somewhere and pop it up as we're speaking.
Oh, we need to take more
So
right
what Mike
now.
just popped up, put it back up, Mike. And Mark, you can read and tell everybody what is on our screen as we're discussing Islam.
Okay.
Well, we have Bart Simpson. You know how Bart Simpson does his little scratching on the chalkboard and writes little sayings on it? And you have Bart writing on the chalkboard in the Simpsons type of thing. I will not laugh when they say that Islam means peace.
I will not laugh when they say that Islam means peace.
And he's
over
right. He
and
read
over.
it like 100 times.
Right,
I will not laugh.
100
I will not
times.
laugh.
Yeah.
Now I'm surprised. We need to check this out.
It actually, I actually saw
Is
that a long
from,
time ago.
Islam for Dummies or something?
No, when they're because the Simpsons, they rag on all religions. I mean, they're equally bashing. They really do.
Right.
And I actually saw this on one of the episodes.
Oh,
I'm surprised
really?
they did not get completely.
I
paid
am.
me.
I am very surprised that there was no blowback on this. And what we're talking about here, folks, is the incompatibility of Islam with the West. The theory we're discussing today. And we're saying that when Bart Simpson, a cartoon character on a cartoon show, writes on the board, "I will not laugh when they say Islam means peace," that in times past when those sort of funny, is Sharia, is funny allowed in?
No, laughter is not permitted in
Not
Sharia.
permitted,
It's actually
okay.
it's a very bad.
Very bad
It's a
thing.
serious
Humor
crime.
Yeah,
and
serious
all of
crime.
this.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there wasn't blowback, and not maybe blowback
And
in
when we
terms
say
of blowing
blowback,
up.
we mean things that are blowing
Blowing
up.
up back.
or at least MPAC, Muslim Public Affairs Committee, in L.A., going there and complaining and forcing an apology or something like that. But we will get into that. But right now, I think it would be wonderful if. Oh, wait. I think I feel a voice on the line.
Yeah.
I think I feel a strange, bizarre, somewhat twisted, caricaturish kind of voice on the line. Who are you there, caller?
Guilty as charged. This is Mort. I just have to jump in. When you were asking the invisibles and disembodieds and so forth, what do you do around here? It reminds me of a vice president at AT&T years ago. He was the vice president in charge of public relations and so forth, and he had a horrible, horrible reputation as being an ogre, and he was just put in charge of this division, and he came around and asked a poor young girl who was just a functionary, a secretary, and a gopher. He said, "Hello, young lady. I'm, Mr. Blank, Vice President. What do you do around here?" And she fainted dead away. That's true.
Another demented truism.
I'm still not coming back Monday.
Oh, so, okay. We lost. Hey, Mort, you busy Monday, Mort? We need a co-pilot here. You there? Okay.
That's Cuffy, not coffee.
Oh, that's okay. Mort Cuffy. Well, we are going to start the contest where you're going to have to sharpen your little pencils and get ready after the first of the year, because right now everybody's kind of in the funk, the Christmas New Year's funk, running around trying to enjoy life and figure out how they're going to pay for all the stuff they bought at Christmas time, and figure out how the falling off the financial fiscal cliff, which we're going to fall, is going to impact their lives. But hey,
Me, I'm falling.
you are Mort is an official member now of the ensemble. We made him an official member.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to the challenge that the viewers will throw at me. Challenge to put into line art their thoughts, and just as a admonition, they have to be try to keep it to one visual. There's a tendency to try to jam too much into a visual, but if they make their thoughts clear, I'll do the best I can to transform them into lines. As you see, I can't speak, but I can draw.
and you transform them into lines, but the lines tell a story. So
they
there's
do.
storylines.
Yes.
Not just yes, good.
Good.
All right, Mort, good.
Check you later.
Yeah, hang in there, and
And Happy New
stay
Year.
tuned for sure,
Thank you.
because we're going to get into some interesting stuff here. Now, right now,
Catch you later.
all right, thanks, Mort. We'll see you later on. 888-565-1470. That's the call-in number. here at WNN 1470, and you're more than welcome to call in to participate, make a comment, yell, scream, do whatever you want to, or donate on live. You can do that too.
Yeah.
But the subject, as I said at the outset,
Maybe
is
we should do a pledge drive like PBS
put
does.
like a thing over here. It's filled
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
$2. Let's get up to $4, ladies and gentlemen. That's $17. All right, we're going.
Yeah.
Right now, we're going to get into the specific document we're going to take a look at as we ask the question. We're asking the question: is Islam compatible with the West? Because we ran across a document that raises this question, an article, and the writer raised some fascinatingly controversial and critically important points. So we want to bring it to you, our listeners, our viewers. And Mark asked me to define Islam. Well, by the end of the show, I think we'll do that. But really, folks, ain't my problem, okay? I don't have to define Islam. That's not my job. Others have done that. This is a system that is 1,400 years old. And as much as many people want to say, well, it's not a religion. Let's establish factually, in the United States of America, it is a religion, because all you have to do is file with the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, a document saying that you are a religious organization, and they have a very low bar for approving organizations to be viewed as religious. Once you pass that, as the Church of Satan has passed it, as all kinds of bizarre groups.
Maybe we could be our own church.
We absolutely could be our own church and be considered a religion. So to be factually accurate, Islam is a religion according to the law in the United States of America. To be philosophically or theologically accurate, Islam is also a religion in terms of its system, because religions have to address certain ethereal or difficult supranatural questions, and this does. It has a systematic approach and answer to it. So the question isn't, the more important question isn't, is Islam a religion? The more important question is, to what degree does the system Islam want to interject itself in the lives, and interject not by persuasion but by other means into the lives of people who choose not to have any part of it? We'll get into that too.
Well, they try persuasion first.
They certainly do. And
But they don't give it much time before they take some radical action.
But in this little thing here called the Constitution, I think our framers said, you know what? You don't have to believe in a religion, and nobody could bother you if you don't want to believe in it. Does that fit in with Islam?
I don't think so.
We're going to find out. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. Fjord Man. Fjord Man. Anybody ever hear of Fjord Man?
Yep.
Yeah, Fjord Man is a...
that looks like Norway or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. He's from out that way, up in those regions where it's real cold. And Fjordman, Fjordman. Hey, Mike, if you could find the article that's
Yeah.
on...
Do you want me to email it to you?
Yeah, he should have it there, but yeah, email it. The Gates of Vienna. The blog is called The Gates of Vienna. That's an interesting name for a blog.
Read to them what that means.
Well, at the Siege of Vienna in 1683, Islam seemed poised to overrun Christian Europe. And then it says under Gates of Vienna, the little picture there, we are in a new phase of a very old war. So Gates of Vienna, and we'll define that a little later for you, what that's all about. It was actually September 11th also, that date, 1683. We're in a new phase of a very old war. So this blog addresses all things Islamic. It's a European blog, and Fjordman is a European. And here's what he writes. And we're going to go through this step by step, and then the ensemble, and you guys will discuss it. 888, if you want to discuss anything with us, 888-565-1470. Why Islam does not belong? See, we phrase the question, is Islam compatible with the West, with America? Fjordman's article says why Islam does not belong in the Western world. What's the difference between our phrasing and his phrasing?
His is more definite.
We ask a question. He makes a statement.
Somebody just pledged $1,000.
Wow.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's I think that may be a joke. I think.
No.
I just pledged $1,000. I'm trying to get folks going. Oh, well, we're not really doing a
fundraiser, but
now we are.
What's our goal? $1 million goal. $1,000 or $1 million goal.
Forget about the program today. Okay, where's the kid who? We need to bring in a little kid.
Yeah,
and all
little
that
Jerry's
stuff.
kids and all that good stuff,
We're gonna
yeah.
do all those things. Let me show you my car. Okay, we'll start with my car. But Fjordman.
Thank you.
Fjordman states the conclusion in his title.
Yeah.
Why Islam? But he has an interrogative there. Why? Why Islam? But he's not asking it. He's telling you why Islam does not belong in the Western world by Fjordman. Or is it Fjordman? Fjordman.
The Jordman.
Fjordman. They were wrong. Let's see. He tells his name here. The fact is that much vilified Islam critics, which he is one of them. He's a critic of Islam. He says the fact is that much vilified Islam critics and so-called, you ready for this? Islamophobes.
Oh, not those.
Not those. Not the one created by the OIC and directed down to all the Muslim Brotherhood groups. Not that Islamophobia, is it?
No, I think he means the extremists.
We do need to define Islamophobes. We do need to define Islamophobes. So Fjordman starts out by saying, I'll read the first sentence, we'll define Islamophobes. The fact is that the much vilified Islam critics, and that's everybody on Team B2 and a lot of people in the counter-jihad movement, and the so-called Islamophobes have been entirely correct in their comments and analyses for years. What is an Islamophobe? Anybody know?
Term created by the OIC and passed down. It was actually a directive created by the OIC and distributed out to the world to actually label people who even say anything against Islam as Islamophobes.
And the OIC is
the Organization of Islamic Cooperation.
Yeah, they're the
Heinz 57 of the UN.
Heinz 57 now.
I rejected 57 for years.
Yeah, me too.
I always said 56 plus whatever that
Plus
group
whatever
is.
they wanna
But
call
now it's recognized by the
themselves over
UN.
there.
We
Yeah.
have to actually call it a
Yeah,
57 now.
It's 57.
Hence the 57 states of Barack Obama's
Yes.
slip of the tongue.
Yes. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation is
The largest voting bloc in the UN.
It's the largest voting bloc. There are 56 Muslim nations, and they have joined together. They vote as a bloc, and they have put out international directives seeking to outlaw what we're doing right now. This show right now cannot be done in 57 nations in the in the world,
or anywhere in Europe, for that matter, with their hate crimes laws that are instigated by the OIC.
Right. They forced we know that, but Miss Wolf, now she got nailed on, actually got convicted.
Oh,
Elizabeth Savage Wolf.
Yeah.
And Wilders in the
And
Netherlands.
yep.
And
Yep.
just
But for the listeners and viewers, very, very, very important. The show we are not up here, Muslims, we hate Muslims, we're not doing that. That's not us. We have a lot of Muslim friends who are Muslims, and we disagree, and we have those debates and arguments. We have a lot of Muslim friends who have converted to Christianity, and they're over on a different side. So you're erring in your conclusion if you think our show is vindictive or hatred. It isn't. It's analytical. But the problem is, just like the doctor that tells the patient, you got something there that's going to kill you. It's going to hurt, and they get mad at the doctor. We're a messenger of information, and if the information is uncomfortable, and causes distress, that's not our problem, but that's our goal, to cause such distress in the American mind that people go, whoa, I got to do something about this before it's too late. When is it too late? Come with us to Europe. Let's go try to walk. Let's come with us to Detroit.
Yeah.
Or Dearborn. Let's go try to walk in the Muslim neighborhoods and see what's going on.
Yeah, let's go try to pass out a Christian pamphlet in a Muslim.
But Tom, there's all kinds of neighborhoods in America where you can't walk down.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody tell me the difference between
Yeah.
an Islamic enclave and a ghetto area, whether it's white or black in the United
Yeah.
States. Is there a philosophic or practical difference between
Well,
the
if
two?
you walk through the Islamic enclave, the police will arrest you as being an instigator to the Muslims in their
Well,
neighborhood.
and the
Like,
Islamic-
what are you doing there?
The Islamic enclave is as a result of an ideology that's being implemented in that geographic area.
Yeah.
The ghetto is simply lawlessness. It's
Yeah.
criminal.
Yeah.
Completely different issue.
Different thing.
The
yeah.
ghetto isn't trying to form their own nation.
Yeah.
You know, the difficult crime areas in the United States, they're not forming their own nation.
Except the Nation of Islam.
Well, the nation of what?
The Nation of
Oh.
Islam.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
We'll make that connection, too.
It's the fourth of the 5 tenets that of Islam is to immigrate and be ready for jihad.
Yep, to emigrate, starting with an E, E-M, to emigrate, to leave your country,
Yeah.
to go into another country,
Yeah.
and to declare that sacred space.
Yeah.
Stay with us, folks. This is critically important stuff. But we got a couple of minutes before we're done with this segment. We need to go out with my Shadia. You got something for us, Mark? Here we go. That is funny.
My Sharia, never gonna stop or give it up. Killing infidels, always got it planned. Underhand, give a lot a yell. Whoa! My Sharia. My Sharia. My Sharia.
From the book Milestones, author Syed Qutb, the Thomas Jefferson, if you will, of Sharia law.
Let's see what Mike just put up.
What's he got?
Have you tried throwing rocks at her?
Taliban marriage
Oh,
counseling.
that's great.
How he defines Islam. This is the preeminent authority on Islamic scholar, more than we ever could be. He says the foremost duty of Islam in this world is to depose Western society from the leadership of man. And
He says Western society.
Jalal.
Yeah.
He's not defining what Islam is. He's defining what Islam has as an objective. But go ahead. This is very good.
Well, the
You got-
foremost
you got
duty of
10
Islam
seconds. You got 10 seconds.
and take the leadership into its own hands and enforce Sharia, which is a permanent, and make it a permanent feature.
Okay. We need to give you more time for these segments, but we'll pick that one up at the beginning of the next segment, and we'll be right back.
And we'll be right
And we'll be right back. And we will be right back.
This is Steve Kane, and for some time now I've become concerned my memory is not what it used to be. Now I know that a degree of memory loss is a natural part of the